MVP. MVP.
Wait.
MVP.
Last time we left Hany, it was Hany get paid. I want to know, you gotten paid yet?
No, man, not yet. Still waiting.
Nashville, what are you doing?
Nashville's got to get to work on some of these contracts. My man has definitely earned it over the last season or two, especially last season with the MVP. We have the Euros coming up in 2024. We got qualifying that starts now almost in March. Do you put that on your radar? Do you see yourself as trying to be or wanting to be part of that process for 2024?
I mean, since I'm a young man, young boy, my dream was, I had two dreams. A boy from Berlin, you have, the first dream is play for Hertha SC in the stadium, right? In the big stadium with 74,000. I made that with 17. And then the second dream is like, of course, playing for the national team, you know, that's the biggest honor you can have as a soccer player, you know, and I mean, never stop dreaming, and I will work hard. I will work very hard for it, and if I get a chance, I will deliver. I will give my best.
You know, it used to be that if you were a player of national team material, even if you were good enough for other national teams in Europe, maybe they wouldn't look at you because you're Major League Soccer. We just saw a World Cup champion in Argentina with Thiago Almada, who plays in Atlanta United. Is the perception of Major League Soccer around the world changing?
Like, you think you could get called in from MLS?
Yes,
you really believe that?
Yes, I really believe that. I have no doubts. I think they have very similar types of me in the national team. But I think you can definitely get called in. You saw that with Almada. And I saw that in the German news and media. They really talked about that, you know, like probably like 5 to 10 years ago, it wouldn't have happened, you know, even if you become the MVP and stuff like that, you know, here in the league. But everyone is realizing and recognizing, hey, the league has changed here. Over here, it's like a good quality. And I mean, we see that with Almada and other players. Like, I heard we had like 36 players in the World Cup. That's an amazing number. And I think that's after the top 5 leagues, we're the 6th, right? So it's amazing to see what's going on here. And yeah, it's just getting better.
What's next for Nashville?
Next for Nashville is like we have to work on our game. I think we have a couple of things to work on, especially controlling the game with the ball, periods of the game, to really say, okay, it's 0-0, but we control the game. And we showed that we can hurt teams. We're good in transition. We stay compact. We have a lot of strengths, but also if we want to make the next step, we have to work on that. And I think it's very important for us.
How do you make your home field more of a home fortress, more difficult to play in for opponents? Because I look at you guys' home record last season, and it didn't look like you controlled those games you're talking about.
Exactly, like you know, like you have an amazing stadium, you have amazing fans, you know, like it's a great atmosphere around the city. So now is the time, like, hey, teams are coming to us. Before, like 2 years ago, they came to us. They want to control, they want to attack. These days, it's like, okay, let them have the ball. Exactly, we sit back. Like Kansas came to us. Like a lot of teams, they came to us and they were sitting back. And that's where we have, or we had troubles. And now it's the time, like, hey, okay, we can do that. We have good enough players. Maybe we get 1 or 2 other players to the roster, and then keep the ball, control the game, attack, play attractive football. You know, like that's the next step. I think for the club we have to go.
But you want to play attractive football with Gary Smith? I played for Gary Smith. I played for Gary Smith in Colorado.
No, I mean it's not true, because like we scored a lot of goals,
right?
You know, and I heard that a lot throughout the league, that we're not playing attractive football and stuff like. But we scored goals.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like if you score goals, it is attractive football. You know, like you can say whatever you want, but like if you score enough goals, the fans will love it. Yeah. You know, and it's all about winning games and creating chances. And that's, I think, the next step we have to make.
Shout out to Gary Smith.
Yeah.
Hany Mukhtar, the reigning MLS MVP. Great to have you here on the show, as always. Thanks for the time.
Get paid, Hany. Get paid. Come on.
Sí, somehow Sebi eventually made it into the show. Always does. Take a look at the stats. Goals plus assists, 34. First one to lead that statistic in consecutive seasons since Sebastian Jovinko did it in 2015-2016. Oh, expected goals. You hate that stat. I love that stat.
Yeah, the best stat is the goals and the assists. That's the. I was with Gio that year, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.